The young man came to a class reunion and unexpectedly ran into the school beauty he had secretly loved for 3 years. He felt deeply inferior, believing that even after all these years, he still wasn't good enough for her. Little did he know, the girl had remained unmarried all these years, waiting just for him. They entered the private room one after another, and the school beauty was naturally showered with praise by their classmates. But when they heard the young man was currently unemployed, they sneered at him, even openly advising him to keep his feet on the ground, while bragging about how they'd become general managers in just 3 years, telling him to learn from them. The school beauty comforted him, telling him not to mind their words, but he could only force a weak smile. Later, he went to the restroom and splashed cold water on his face. He told himself to wake up, she was out of his league. As he trudged back to the room, dejected, he accidentally overheard the rich young master and a classmate talking. They shamelessly discussed how the school beauty would soon be the rich guy's girlfriend. They casually mentioned how the goddess had actually admired the young man for years, then quickly shifted to praising the rich guy's success. Eavesdropping at the door, the young man finally realized she had liked him all along. He wanted to confront her immediately but tripped and fell, and in his dazed state, he heard a voice. It congratulated him on binding with the strongest boast-to-reality system. It explained that whenever someone boasted in front of him, the system would reward him with a boast-to-reality gift pack. Startled, he jolted awake, thinking it was a hallucination, and stumbled back to the room in a daze. The school beauty immediately showed concern when she saw his state. Seeing this, the rich young master grew jealous. To impress her, he belittled the young man, boasting about how he'd returned from studying abroad, earned millions for his company in 3 years, and become an executive GM, even claiming he owned multiple units in Thompson Riviera and could get the young man a job. The moment he finished, the system detected his boasts and rewarded the young man with 80% equity in Grand Hyatt International and a Thompson Riviera apartment. Hearing the voice again, he panicked, convinced he'd hit his head too hard. When the young man ignored him, the rich guy mocked him for being spineless. Again, the school beauty defended him. To further humiliate him, the rich guy's lackey also started showing off, claiming his father had just bought a Rolls-Royce. He sneered that if the young man was jobless, he could drive for his dad. But as soon as the young man refused, the system chimed in, detecting the boast and granting him a 20 million yen Rolls-Royce. Instantly, a Rolls-Royce key appeared in his pocket. Now, he finally believed the system